Hey everyone, nice to see you. Come on in, glad you found me. Welcome to a new video here on my crime channel. My name's Audrey if you're new. I am a psychic medium and I enjoy talking about crime cases around the world. And this Charlie Kirk case and everything involved is probably the most interesting for sure. Not probably, but for sure. So much going on. So buckle up because I don't want you to fall out of your chair. I'm going to talk a little bit about how this works for me because I think it's important for you to know why this video today is so important to me as a psychic. Okay, so if you are new, welcome. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you click the bell notification so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. I try and upload 2 and 3 times a week. It's a little challenging, I have to admit. I have a full-grown disabled son I take care of full-time. So I do my best to balance everything. And yeah, like the video. And let's get into today's discussion. We're going to talk about Charlie. How do I start this? So pretty much, I want to say, I mean, I could probably go back and look at my first video on the case, but it was the first day or two after the assassination of Charlie that I saw Charlie facing east, southeast. And when I looked at that direction from where he had died in Utah, I said, okay, I think that's Florida. That means nothing to me. I didn't know who the man was until the day he died. I really didn't. I mean, maybe I had seen his face before. I did get confused. I thought he was Ben Shapiro. I don't know if that's bad or good or what, but yeah, I didn't know who Charlie was. But for sure, 100% in my mind, I could see Charlie facing the east, southeast, Florida. Okay. I didn't know what that meant. But I put the information out there hoping for a bite. That's really all I do. And it's like, well, you're psychic. Aren't you supposed to know? Well, I am knowing because I didn't know who the man was, but he's showing me, Spirit showing me, Florida. Didn't know anything, okay? So I did put that out to you guys, and you guys started putting in the comments, oh, well, he has a condo in Florida, and it took a while for anyone to get back to me. Yes, I could have Googled or chat GPT'd Charlie and all his information. That doesn't serve me any purpose. I need to know I'm legit. I need to know the information I'm providing you is 100% from Spirit, not from Google. What use is that? That's no use to me at all. I'm not going to waste my time here doing stuff like that. I have priorities in my life. I'm not going to come on here and make up stories. And I'm not being defensive. I need you to understand this. So someone says he's got a condo, and it's like, ooh, okay. So he does have a connection to Florida. This is my thought process. Still didn't know where he was born. I wasn't going to Google anything. I wasn't going to Google the man about where he was born. Someone did say he was born in Illinois. Okay. It's actually interesting because I do know 2 other spirits, people who've passed, who both were born in Illinois and ended up in Florida. Total coincidence. Has nothing to do with Charlie, though. So I remember hearing Florida from you guys in the comments, and it's like, Illinois, and I'm like, oh, okay, Illinois. All right. Well, I didn't see Illinois at all. So why would a spirit point me in the direction of a destination? usually for answers. It's that simple. You know, the mainstream media doesn't want us talking about this case anymore, but I can't stop. I literally cannot stop. This is why I'm on YouTube, to do this kind of stuff. No one else is going to do it. No one on YouTube that I know of does it in the same way I do, okay? Not that I'm aware of. Everyone does everything in their own way, and I appreciate that. But I do bring something to the table, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Not only that, I am bringing unique information to YouTube, but I want to make you understand how it works for me. So now I have knowledge that Charlie did indeed have a connection to Florida. I didn't know exactly what that meant. Okay, well, he has a condo. So what? What would this have to do? Why would Spirit show this to me? Does this have something to do with his passing? Does this have something to do with someone else in Florida who maybe has something to do with the passing? I have no idea. I can make up stories in my head, but they serve me no purpose. But I'm excited. I get so excited. I feel like an investigator. But most of the time I have to depend on Spirit, waiting for confirmation and direction and things like that. It's very complicated. It's very, very, very complicated. If you want to know more about how I do this, you could buy my memoir, okay? I'm just saying, I'm not going to spend an hour explaining this to you today. But I do have a memoir that explains this a bit more in detail. So, someone in the comments says, I found information on his condo in Florida. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay. And she said, I even got the address. And then I said, can you send me the address? And I don't think she has. So I thought, all right, Audrey, you got to get creative. You have to be able to find the address of this place and specific information to get the information Spirit wants you to have. What does Spirit want me to have? I don't know. In fact, I have an article I'm going to read to you. I haven't read it. I want to read it to you live while I'm filming so that you can have my reaction. A lot of times Spirit will instantly give me information, but a lot of times they make me read it and wait. Or I have to read it again, and then I have to think about it, and then I have to wait and wait some more. There's a lot of waiting in what I do. There just is. So I'm going to head over here to my computer. I'm going to show you the condo first. I was able to find the exact location, including the unit number of Charlie's condo. So, I'm sure it's in probate. All right, so let's head over. I got to look over here at the computer, okay? This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,524 square foot condominium in Florida on a small island. So this is the community swimming pool here. There's a lot of photos. I'm going to go through it somewhat quickly because, well, it's a lot to go through, but let's just go. So there's a distant picture there. Again, this is an island. Nice beaches. Looks like a nice balmy day there in these photos. Okay, lots of water. Now, allegedly, and I think legally, these are the actual photos from inside the condo itself. These may not be the pictures from when Charlie lived there, but these are photos taken of the exact unit at one point or another. Here comes one of my cats. Okay, lots of ocean. Okay, there he is. Here's a balcony view. It says it's 1.157 million, which isn't a lot for people who have as much money as Charlie did. Dining area. Now, if I could look at these pictures, I'll try and get in closer to these photos here and see who it is. I don't think it's Charlie though. These were probably photos before he purchased the condo. So it's cute. To me, it just looks like a very Floridian type of condo. Clean. Now, one thing I noticed is the kitchen here, there's two different kitchens. So this kitchen's much nicer, but then there's some photos of a kitchen that are probably the original cabinetry. So I don't know if this is made over or, you know, like a new redone kitchen or what. Bathroom. Here's another picture of the kitchen. So, outside. Now this looks like some sort of lobby area to me. You know, one of those group rooms where you can go in and have meetings. That's what this looks like. It also looks like it's on the ground floor. So this kind of, I don't want to say ugly kitchen, honestly, because it kind of looks like my kitchen. But the brown kitchen, I don't know if that's from the community room. I'm guessing it is because it's within the community room photos. So that's probably what that is. And then here is a little gym, tennis court, and another picture of the pool. So yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's not extravagant. I'm sure Melania Trump probably wouldn't want to go here. Anyway, so there we have it. So that is allegedly Charlie's apartment. I am 100% confident that I have the proper address. That I am 100% on. As far as the photos, I think legally Zillow does have to post the actual pictures. I don't think they can post pictures that are not of the actual address that they're showing. Okay, so there it is. It's a real thing. It's a real thing that he has a condo there. Okay, so once I validated this, I did a little research and I found an article from the Herald Tribune. And this is from September 11th, 2025. Okay, am I going to continue to record? I guess I could. That's fine. Charlie Kirk was one of several influential conservatives with Longboat Key connections. Longboat Key is the condo complex that this condo is at. Longboat Key in Florida. U.S. Representative Vern Buchanan was among those who expressed his sadness over the shooting death of influential conservative activist Charlie Kirk on Wednesday. Buchanan and Kirk were not only close in political views, but in domestic proximity as well. Kirk was a resident of Longboat Key, a wealthy island in Sarasota, Florida, that contains an abundance of prominent conservative personalities and politicians such as Buchanan. Heartbreaking, Buchanan said in a statement. My heart goes out to Charlie's wife, their young kids, and everyone hurting from this tragedy. Charlie was a leader who engaged in politics the right way, face to face, with those he disagreed with. His legacy stands strong against those who resort to violence. Kirk, 31, was shot and killed while giving a speech on a college campus in Utah. Not only was he a well-known conservative voice who encouraged students and young people to become engaged in politics, he was also a strong ally of President Trump. Kirk purchased a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo on Longboat Key for $855,000 in 2019. Property records show. It was known how much time he spent in Sarasota, Florida. His primary residence reportedly was in Phoenix. Kirk, originally from the Chicago area, had millions of listeners on the Charlie Kirk Show, which could be viewed on the social media platform Rumble. Longboat Key is also the headquarters of Rumble, a conservative alternative to YouTube. Rumble came to Sarasota County in 2021 from Toronto, and Vice President J.D. Vance is a major investor. Rumble's platform has been utilized by Trump Media Group, the parent company of the Truth Social. In 2022, Trump Media established its headquarters in Sarasota off North Cattleman Road. Chris Pavelsky, Rumble's founder, owns a home on Siesta Key, property records show. Among other prominent conservative figures connected to Longboat Key are Julie Jenkins Fencelli, daughter of the founder of Publix, who reportedly gave $650,000 to the organizers of the January 6th riots. Former Congresswoman Katherine Harris, who handled the Florida recount in the 2000 presidential election and was once named Longboat Key's Citizen of the Year by the Kiwanis Club, and Kayleigh McEnany, the former spokesperson for President Trump and Fox News commentator who has a home on Fox Road, records show. Other local Republicans expressed their sorrow over Kirk's death on Thursday. Included was U.S. Rep. Greg Steube, who posted, "Charlie Kirk was a light in times of darkness and uncertainty, and his courage and faith left a lasting mark on so many. My heart breaks for Erica and his family as they mourn the loss of a husband, father, and son. I pray the Lord surrounds them in peace and comfort in this time of grief. We can honor Charlie's memory by living with the same conviction he showed, refusing to cower before evil, speaking truth with courage, and standing firm in our faith." Republican National Committee Chair Joe Gruters of Sarasota said in a statement, "Charlie Kirk was a father, husband, and dedicated patriot who spent his life defending conservative values and inspiring young Americans. Our hearts break for his wife, children, and loved ones, and countless supporters across the country." The Republican Party of Sarasota County also put out a statement that read in part, "He knew his calling and gave to it with all of his heart. And now he has paid the ultimate price for doing it right." So what does this mean to you guys? I'm looking at a picture here of U.S. Rep. Vern Buchanan. I don't like him. I don't trust him. I don't know who he is. This is the first time I've ever read his name in this article. I don't like the way he looks, and I don't mean his looks. I mean his energy. He looks, no offense, but he looks like a used car salesman. You know what I mean? He looks like one of the people that betrayed Charlie. Longboat Key. So this island area is the headquarters of Rumble. Who who had a key other than the super or whatever they're called, the management of the condo? Who else had a key to the condo? Did Erica have a key to the condo? Who else had a key to the condo? Someone's been in that condo going through stuff. I think I might have read this part wrong. It is not known how much time he spent in Sarasota County. So he didn't spend a lot of time in Sarasota County. So, okay, if that's the case, if no one knows how much time he spent, that doesn't mean there wasn't maybe a meeting there. Is this what Charlie's trying to show me? There was a meeting at this place, whether at Charlie's condo unit or maybe downstairs in that meeting room. I'm getting the distinct impression, which is a vision in my mind, that stuff went on at this condo complex that involved the demise of Charlie Kirk. Especially being that maybe Charlie wasn't there a lot. That would be a good kind of meeting place on the East Coast where people are used to seeing some of these big players being there without suspicion. And Vance is a big investor in Rumble. I feel like somebody left something behind. Somebody who was part of the assassination left something critical behind in this building, something incriminating. I'm getting the chills, which is confirmation from spirit that I'm on the right track. And perhaps that is why Charlie wants me to look in that direction. So right now I'm looking around. I do this really, really interesting thing, and apparently it can be taught how to do it. I don't know. I just have it naturally. I've always done it. It's called remote viewing. Remote viewing. I never knew what it was called till I came on YouTube and people are like, oh, that's called remote viewing when you do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense because that's exactly what I do. I sit here, my body sits here, but my energy goes out. I can go anywhere in the world. I can go anywhere and look around. This is what I do in readings. This is how my general readings go. Someone loved one dies with mysterious reasons. I go and look around. I go under the bed and look for shoe boxes of information or something, or I look for drugs. I look for anything. A lot of people want to know what their teenagers are up to. This is what I do for them too. I can find people who are living. I can remote view them and their stuff. I know it's kind of invasive or whatever, but it's always with good intentions to find the truth. It's not, I'm not trying to threaten anybody, but I do use it when I'm trying to figure things out. So if I just stop for a minute and I go through, I have to look away. So how do I do it? I don't know. I just kind of meditate on it and just ask my spirit guides to take me to a meeting or a gathering or two or more people talking about Charlie at this condo. Can I listen? Can I come in and listen? And even if it was 5 years ago, I can go in and listen as if it's today, right now, currently happening. I'm smelling cologne. Somebody who's known for a fragrance. This is coming to me as I'm sitting here, you guys. Okay, this is raw, raw footage. Okay, hold on. I see a man who's a player, someone who cheats on his spouse. Again, describes probably a lot of people. But these people are together, the cologne guy and the cheater guy. Someone's chewing gum like this. Like, you know, I don't know. A big gum chewer. Weird. Okay. Nice fingernails. Very, very put together gentleman. Tan, but that's not surprising if it's Florida. I'm in the room. I feel like half the room is dark, like just shady. And I don't know if that means because the sun's going down on one side of the building. So the feeling I'm getting from these, I see three men. I see three men in this vision. The main guy talking with the gum is the middleman to what would that even be called? A buyer? The setup guy? The hookup? This is the guy who knows people. The guy who knows people who can take out people. Okay, okay. I trust what I'm feeling and seeing, but I'm asking what could have been left behind? What is there that Charlie's saying someone needs to go get this information? Someone needs to go get it. What has to be got? What is there to be got? It was a conversation. What could you get? Is it recorded somewhere? Is this conversation recorded somewhere? Ugh. I have a yucky feeling in my stomach right now. Really awful feeling. I'm getting more information on the day that this happened. The condo was unusually empty that day. There wasn't a lot of activity on the grounds that day. Something was going on off island, which was another good day reason for to have these men meet when they met. Maybe this is a warning to somebody to protect the recording. Hand over the recording. Why can't Charlie just spit it out? Why can't he just say, okay, here's what happened. Get a pen. Okay. It doesn't work that way. Why not? I don't know. I wish it would. It would make my life so much easier. That'd be really weird, though. That would be even more weird than it already is. No, there's more to it. Okay, I'm getting chills. Spirit's here. I don't know who it is yet. It just could be my spirit guides. I have people, you guys, popping in and out all the time. Whenever I do a reading, let's say I do a reading in the morning. Well, they want to hang out with me the rest of the day, sometimes a week. It's just constant. It's constant for me having spirits coming in and out all the time. So when I say, oh, there's a spirit, don't get mad if I don't know who it is or if I don't say who it is. If it's Charlie, I'll let you know. But I am seeing Charlie. And I did get the chills earlier. I still have the chills, actually. This is big. This is only the beginning of this. I'm telling you, there's more. Don't be surprised if this condo's torn to pieces and redone, what's that called? Renovated, along with some other renovations just to cover up the renovation of Charlie's condo. There's a recording. There's a recording of the man in the middle. The middleman. The middleman who knows the people who take out people. Well, I think that was a good job of Charlie to get us to this point, and I'm sure Charlie's going to keep going and revealing information in increments. You know what? If that's all I can do is get incremental information in bits, I'm totally fine with that. I am 100% fine with that. I know this just comes out of nowhere, but that's what I do. This is why I love coming on here doing this. All right. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm going to keep an eye on this place. I'll tell you that for sure. Let me know what you think. You guys help me. You're a part of this. You're a part of the process. Any information you have on anything I've said would be helpful, because it helps guide me like a spirit guide. It helps take me to the right place where I need to be able to go in and do a remote viewing, or to go in and wait for the feedback from spirit and the redirection or confirmation. Hope that all makes sense. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. And don't forget to like this video. And if you happen to see a little section, I think it's only if you're watching on your phone, down where the video information is to hype the video. You can hype the video by pressing the little button down there. So thanks so much. Hope you guys had a nice weekend, and I'll see you again in a couple days. Take care. See you next time.